All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Cochise County Sports Network. This is Levi coming at you live from Buena High School for the Buena Colts Senior Night here on varsity football, or for varsity football. Again, this is Levi coming at you live. We've got a multi-cam setup. We're out here with the Buena Film and TV crew. They're going to be giving us lots of help tonight, getting this broadcast out to you guys. We're having a lot better luck with our camera systems and how everything's integrated together, but we have a little bit of rain, and we're down a broadcast announcer this evening, so we're going to be looking for somebody to do the broadcast announcements. If not, it's going to be me coming at you live from the Buena High School. We do have music that plays in the background while students warm up, so we do mute the audio for that reason. We, of course, want to avoid any copyright violations coming our way. So stay tight, stay tuned. We'll be right back. All right, folks, they are starting the senior walk. Just ran back up here real quick. I'm going to need a second to catch my breath. They're trying to get a program sent up to us right now so we know who's who and we can give you some facts about each student. And
Debonair the Decker, mom, escorted by mom, Holly, dad, Tom, and sister, Tannis. Her future plans are to go to college to become a neonatal nurse. Erin Katie, escorted by mom, Shannon, dad, Ray, and niece, Carly. Her future plans are to go to college and have a successful career.
all right, folks, I'm not sure if you can hear in the background the announcer in the other room. He does have the appropriate program, so he's calling out the students and calling out all their names as they go by. If you guys are tuning in, watching from home, do us a favor, jump in there, cheer on your student as they walk by, leave them some loving comments and likes and shares and all that fun stuff, and we'll be getting the game started here probably in about half an hour.
Samantha Mel, escorted by her parents, John and Wendy, and her boyfriend, Carson. Future plans, going to Cochise College for nursing.
All right, we went ahead and put up a timer to let you guys know about how much time we have left until the game is supposed to start.
Keith Wright and sister Emily. Future plans, go to GCU to study pre-medicine.
Yes, sir.
Elizabeth Sherwood, escorted by her mom, Jennifer, dad, Todd, and boyfriend, Giovanni. Future plans, future surgeon.
All right, folks, we do apologize about that temporary delay in audio malfunctions. For whatever reason, we had an issue with the camera up top, and we weren't able to have the audio continuously plugged in. We went ahead and hooked up a external soundboard to our system, and looks like we're good to go. Fortunately, that means you guys missed a lot of the names of these seniors, as you guys can see on our screen, as they walked by our cameras tonight. But we are getting ready. We've got about 11 minutes and 40 seconds left on the scoreboard. No longer matches my time, which says 31. So let's go ahead and change that real quick. We're going to match it all up to our scoreboard, which is at 11, say 20. There we go. Now we have an accurate time countdown to the beginning of tonight's game. Thanks for tuning in to Cochise County Sports Network. It's senior night here from Buena High School. Again, we don't have our normal broadcast announcer, so this is Levi coming at you live. We're going to do our very best to give you guys some play-by-play. We're joined, of course, by Film and TV. The Buena Colts student body has a Film and TV program, and they came out there gracious enough to bring out extra equipment and cameras, and they're going to be working with us this evening, making this thing look absolutely fantastic for you folks. So big thank you to those guys as well. Got the band starting to play some music out there, so we got lots of exciting stuff. Colors getting ready to come out. We've got our JROTC. They're out there right now getting ready to post the colors for us. So a little bit more patience, ladies and gentlemen, as we move forward to tonight's game. Like I said, we got about 10.5 minutes left on the scoreboard until what I'm assuming is the beginning of the match tonight. So thanks for tuning in. All right, folks, for those of you who are tuning into our broadcast, I know right now it's a static shot. There's not much going on. Of course, there's no audio, until I get on here and actually start talking. We're going through the last couple of parameters that we need to do to get this stream looking as best as it can. A couple adjustments to some cameras, and, of course, getting our audio and everything all pulled in and working. So thanks to everybody who's tuning in. Thank you for your time, and we'll be getting this game going here real soon. All right, we made those last couple of adjustments that we wanted to make, and our cameras are all looking excellent.
There is a lost key. It's in the booth. If you have lost the key to your vehicle, please check.
All right, and for those of you who are in the audience here tonight who are watching our match or watching the game coverage on your cell phone, there was a lost set of keys that they've taken over to the booth so that they can be given to whoever owns them. So if you're missing some keys, head on up here to the press box. They'll be in the center room waiting for you. All right, so I'm just going to go ahead and talk to a couple of the folks who've been leaving some comments. We've got Jan Grossi saying Don Nutzel, she was be looking for Katie. So I'm assuming that is in regards to one of the seniors who was walking across the field tonight. And Judy Brandt saying my granddaughter Sammy is walking tonight for senior night. So hopefully you had a chance, Judy, to see her. Sorry we didn't have a roster or some sort of program so that we can call each of your students out by name. Jesse Hernandez saying go seniors. Latoya Swift saying congratulations seniors. Jorge Leon asking is it rained out? I'm assuming he's asking if we're rained out tonight. We're going to play Rain or Shine, and we're going to be broadcasting Rain or Shine. All of our cameras are covered in plastic and all sorts of other goodies. It's going to definitely impede the quality a little bit, as you know, our ability to maneuver the cameras and zoom and things like that are going to be a little different, but they are protected from the elements, so that's our first priority. Cecilia Harrison saying hello just now in the comments. So thanks to everybody who's tuning in. We've got about 20 of you guys watching on Facebook, and I'm sure there's plenty more watching elsewhere. We've got senior night here at Buena High School. The Buena Colts are taking on the Nogales Apaches.
Welcome to Cochise County Sports Network. Tonight's live broadcast brought to you in part by La Ali Automotive Group for all your new and used car needs. Jeff and Gina Lane of Edward Jones Investments, making sense of investing. Apex Network Physical Therapy, come heal with us. Cochise Lock and Safe for all your lock and safe needs. Check out the Leon team of Nova Home Loans, the highest rated lender in Cochise County. SSVEC, owned by those we serve. Lights Out Family Fun Center. Chiricahua Community Health Centers, health for all. And last but not least, EXP Realty, home of the flat rate contract.
Tonight, the boys varsity volleyball team taking on Nogales High School for senior night. Live and in full HD, only on Cochise County Sports Network.
All right, we are posting colors right now, so we're standing for the national anthem. All right, so I wasn't sure if you folks were able to hear that or not, but we just had the band play a beautiful rendition of the national anthem here tonight at Buena High School. They're getting ready to retire the colors off to the side of the field now. Excellent job to the ROTC team for getting that done for us. All right, I want to give a big shout out to our sponsors tonight. We've got Lale Automotive Group. He has sponsored our scoreboard in just about every sporting event that we've had all season. We've got the Apaches, though, across field. You guys can see right now the Buena Colts have their wall up, and they're getting ready to run through that as they enter the field. Well, the Apaches came prepared as well. They are out there across field getting prepared to come running through, and I'm not sure who's going to run through first. Hopefully we've got a shot for both of them. All right, and as you see, we're panning over here. We got the Nogales Apaches coming out in full force. Here to tell us they are not scared to go on the road and come out against us on our senior night. And the Colts are coming out first. We got the Fighting Colts coming out here. We weren't sure who was actually going to come onto the field first, if it was going to be the Colts or if it was going to be the Apaches. So here we are. All right, you guys can see all the coaches and students there down there on the sideline. They are excited. They've been waiting for this home match all season. It's always a very exciting thing to have homecoming and senior night. We've had both here at Buena High School, of course. Homecoming's always going to be at the high school where the game's being played. But senior night tonight, we actually have a pretty interesting matchup. It's got the Nogales Apaches coming up. They're they're actually in our county. There we go. Looking for the right word to use. And here come the Apaches. They are running out onto the field right now. Number 21 just blazing past the rest of his team. They've got the Nogales flag. They've got the letters. They've got the Arizona and United States flag out there. The only thing they're missing right now, in my opinion, is a stand. There's not very many people that came out to watch the game, but it's like that on both sides. I do believe it's a little wet out there tonight, so definitely it's going to be an interesting match, to say the least. We got the team captains out there right now. You can see Avery there in the wheelchair. He's the young man who injured his knee a couple weeks ago. You guys would have seen a post on Cochise County Sports Network's Facebook page about that. He's very motivated to get healthy and back out there on the field.
They have elected to defer.
All right, the Buena Colts got the coin selection. However, they did choose to kick off to the Apaches here starting out the first quarter. So they're going to be getting the kickoff return at the beginning of quarter number 3 in the second half. Got an excited team out there. They're jumping around, getting ready to go. And there we have the Apaches. They're getting through their warm-up, charge up. Call it Wolf of Wall Street promotional or professional or inspirational speech as they get out there. Having a hard time tonight, guys. But we've got 12 minutes on the scoreboard here tonight. We're getting ready to start this this first quarter, Buena Colts football. We've got Cody Pitslin, number 44, back for the kick. And it's a low and away. Little bounce right around the 10-yard line. He's going to run it back. He's crossing up to the left side of the field. And the Colts gobble him up right around the 25-yard line. All right, it's first down for the Nogales Apaches. This is going to be their first play of the first quarter. Let's see what they can do here against the Colts. They are at a disadvantage being away. We have a run going up the middle. Tackle by number 70, which is Ruben Alvarez. He's able to stop the play. Clock continues to wind down. It's at 11:25 right now, left in the first quarter. Second down for the Apaches. All right. Not very many yards gained there, if any at all. All right, it's third down here at the Buena Colts football field. We're zooming in a little bit, trying to give you guys good coverage. He's going to toss it off to the right-hand side. It's caught by number 46 or 16, and he's pushed out of bounds by number 9. That is Mandrill Garrick for the Buena Colts. That's going to be good enough for a first down, so that's going to stop the clock at 10:29. We are at the 42-yard line right now. It is first down for the Apaches. And it's a run, and he's going up the left side of the field. All right, he's going to get stopped by number 5. That's Caleb Bryant. Now, we do apologize. There's some issues with the focusing on the camera there up top. And what that is we have rain that's hitting the lens of the camera. And the camera wants to try to focus on whatever's closest to it. It's set to auto, so it real quick jumps out of focus and then reconnects to the field like it's supposed to. It's going to be another first down, which stops the clock. The Apaches have a pretty impressive run right now. And they're going to run it right up the middle. That's number 7. And he is stopped by, I think, number 5. I think that was Caleb Bryan. Nope, it's 4. It's Jaden Hernandez who was credited with the stop there. All right, the clock continues to wind down right around the 10-minute mark here in the first quarter. The Apaches doing a good job at switching up whether they run it or throw it. But number 7's going to get gobbled up right there by a pile of Colts. There'd be no gain on that play. Just going to make it second down. About 6 yards to go for the first down. All right, and the ball's away. He's going to talk it out to number 7 again, and he is brought down very quickly. That was by number 3. That's Jesse Avina. Doesn't look like there's going to be a gain there on that play at all. That's going to bring up third down for the Apaches. Looks like a loss of 10 yards. The announcer here at the game's calling it 3rd down and 16. And it was just 2nd and 6, so that's a 10-yard loss. 3rd down for the Apaches. Let's see what they can do. All right, he's going to throw it. And intercepted by the Colts. We're going to zoom in here as he makes his way down the field. That looks like number 4, Jaden Hernandez. That's their running back, and he picked up that interception. That's going to be 1st down, Buena Colts. Third and long like that, the Apaches didn't really have a running option, so they went with the throw. And the Colts, number 4 there, Jaden, was right there waiting for it. He picked that ball perfectly. All right, looks like a shotgun formation. You got a receiver to the left, a receiver to the right. They're going to hand it off to number 30. It's Timothy Jones. We've seen a lot of him this year. It's brought down by a pile of Apaches.
That was number 30, Timothy Jones, on the carry, gain of 3 on the play. He's going to bring up a second.
It's going to be 2nd down and 7 now for the Colts as they start their first drive. Another shotgun type formation with a receiver out each way. He decides to keep it, but he's going to get gobbled up there.
That was Bourbon on the quarterback keeper.
And one thing we've seen with Giovanni Bourbon, is that how you say it, Bourbon? Bourbon? I think it's Bourbon. All right, he does run it up the middle this time. Looks like they pick up a couple of yards. Number 5, Caleb Bryant was the one to carry that ball. It's going to be 4th down for the Colts here. Probably looking to see a pass. However, we have seen number 2, Giovanni, the quarterback. We've seen him do some quarterback keepers here or there. And, you know, especially when they're down by 10, 15 yards, he's able to still get it in for the 1st down. We are going to kick the ball. Let's punt it away. Lands at about the 22, 23-yard line, goes out of bounds. Looks like there was a flag called. We're just waiting to see who it was against and what it was for. Looks like they waived the penalty off, so we're going to go ahead and continue on. 6:44 left on the clock for the first quarter. It's 1st and 10 right now for the Nogales Apaches, so let's go ahead and get that ticker next to their name, letting everybody know that they have possession. And he pretends to throw it, but he's going to pass it off to number 7. Again, he's taken down by number 92. That is Damian Brown with the stop. They gain 2 yards, so it's going to bring up 2nd and 8. All right, 2nd and 8. The Apaches have reapproached the line. We've got 2 receivers on each side. And he's going to pass it off to number 7. He's going to keep it and run up the middle. But he is quickly stuffed away by the Colts. See number 30 getting up right there. That was Timothy Jones. He's getting in on the action. Not quite sure what we're waiting on right now.
Personal foul, face mask against the Colts.
So personal foul against the Colts for a face mask. That's going to move the Apaches ahead a couple of yards here. It's looking like it's going to be a first down. First down to the Apaches, and they are on the 50-yard line, 45-yard line. They're going to hand it off to number 7. He tries to find a route, gets up to the line of scrimmage. Looks like maybe a gain of 1. It's going to bring up a second down. What happened? Looks like there is a penalty on the field right now. It's holding against the Apaches. It's going to send them back a couple of yards.
That's 10-yard penalty. Going to bring up first and 20 for the Apaches.
So it looks like it's first and 20. They get to replay the first down. However, where the ball's sitting and where the chains are, it looks like it's right around first and 22. They have a long way to go. We're probably going to see a pass here. And he does hold on to it. He throws it across the field. Nobody's there to get it. Closest player was Jacob Murphy, number 7 for the Colts, but he was not able to get there in time either. Second down for the Apaches. Second and long. They didn't really get anywhere with that last play. A run pass option. He does throw the ball at hobbles short there along the sideline, so incomplete play. That's going to bring up third down. What we're doing is we're making adjustments to our clock here for your broadcast to match the clock that is here at the school. All right, he does go back for a pass. Number 1 stopped and turned around for the Apaches, but not quite sure where that ball was going. It's going to be another incomplete pass, bringing up fourth down for the Apaches. Fourth and long, I might say, so we're probably going to see a punt here, and we're going to have a Buena Colts possession. All right, we do have a kicker out there in the back, so see 25 turning around just to check in on him. Almost drops it. Gets the kickoff. Hobbles around the 35-yard line. And it's going to go out of bounds right there around the 25-30-yard line. The Colts did not get the opportunity to run it back, but that's okay. They're going to have first down with favorable field position. They're putting they're putting the ball right there on the 26-yard line. It's where the Colts are going to start off their second possession for the game. Each team still has 3 timeouts left. We got 4 minutes and 45 seconds left in the first quarter. So far, neither team has scored. The Apaches have had possession of the ball twice. We did have an interception a little bit earlier. The Colts weren't able to convert it into a touchdown or any points on the board. They're calling an illegal block in the back. That's going to push the Colts back a little bit. All right, and first play there underway. I didn't see what happened. I had my head turned. We were talking to one of our engineers here, and clock's still running down. It's second down for the Colts. They're going to pass it off, or they're going to hand it off to, I think that's number 5. Yep, Caleb Bryant with the pass, or with the run. He did pick up a couple of yards for the Colts. Wow, it looks like he was able to get the first down. Now the clock has still been running down, and they stopped the clock after the first down, but we're going ahead. We're going to run it. Looks like there's a flag on the play right now, which stops the clock right around 3 minutes, 41 seconds left. They might make an adjustment to that just because the clock technically should have stopped, but it's going to be second down for the Colts here. We'll see who the penalty was on and what it was for. All right, so there was 2 penalties against the Colts. We had a false start and a holding call. The false start call was declined, but the holding call was accepted. So that brings them back to the 19-yard line. I think they're replaying first down here. Actually, nope, they're going to go ahead and mark it to second down. Oh, nope, they left it on 1. It's going to be a run pass option. He finds number 3, Jesse Avina. That's going to be a first down for the Colts. I lied. It's a gain of 12 on the play. It's going to be second down for the Colts. They had some yardage to pick up there after that foul. All right, he hands it off. He had 2 options there. He goes to the second option, who tears his way up the middle. That's number 5. That, again, is Caleb Bryant. We've seen him do that all season long, just rip through the defense. And that's going to bring up, it should be a first down this time. That is indeed first down. We're on the 46-yard line. Whistles stop the play. It's like another call against the Colts. It's moving them back to the 44-yard line. It's offsides against the Colts, which is a 5-yard penalty. Clock's running back down. Young Giovanni's getting back out there to his huddle. He's got to hurry up if he's going to beat the play clock. Be awful to get a delay of game call. And he gets it in time. He runs off to the right side of the field. Quarterback keeper, he's still running. And he picks up quite a few yards. Looks like he goes out of bounds with about 4 yards left to the first down. So it's second and give or take 4 or 5 yards. Third down and 4 is the official press box call here. Oh, they're calling a second down again. I was right the first time. Caleb Bryant to the outside. He's brought down by number 4 from the Apaches.
Caleb Bryant on the carry.
Looks like it's going to be enough for the first down. Some adjustments to the scoreboard here at the field brings it down to 2 minutes and 4 seconds left. It's going to get passed off to number 5, Caleb Bryant again. He runs up, picks up maybe 4 or 5 yards.
We'd like to thank our sponsors, Thunder Mountain Community Church, Native Grill and Wings, Lolly Automotive, Longhorn Restaurant and Food Zone, EW Corporation, and the 3D Management Consulting. Thank you.
All right, I did get a warning from the computer about a connection for the internet. Looks like the internet dropped down for just a couple of seconds there. Do apologize if you folks experience some skipping or anything on your end. Another flag on the field called right now. Looks like an offsides call potentially.
Offside against the Colts.
It's another offsides call against the Colts. It's a lot of penalties stacking up here early on in the game. Shotgun formation. We have a receiver on each side of the field. Passes it off to number 5 again. Caleb takes it up the outside. He finds some room and picks up about 7 yards there. And another flag on the play here. All right, looks like it's a holding call against the Colts. It's going to move him back, even though they picked up quite a few yards there. We're on the 50-yard line with 2nd and 18. Probably going to see some passing here from young Giovanni. He hands it off to number 5 again, Caleb Bryant. He makes his way around the outside edge. He cuts up in between one of the receivers, and he finds open space. And he steps out of bounds right before the touchdown with 38 seconds left here in the first quarter. What an amazing run by young Caleb Bryant. And I see the officials are walking the ball back, so I'm going to see what happens. They might have called it out of bounds a little earlier than what we saw. Might have been another flag on the field. All right, and the official just put the ball right around the 4-yard line. But none of the chains have moved, so we'll let you guys know as soon as we know. Quite an intense conversation happening between some of the referees right now. Let me go ahead and pan our camera over here. You see they're deep in conversation, trying to figure out what exactly each of them saw and what the call is going to be.
The winner will be announced during halftime, and all proceeds go to the football players' meals.
Looks like they're done figuring out. He recollects his flag that he threw down. And he's approaching, getting ready to make the call. Coach Thomas is approaching. I can tell you right now, we got some parents out in the crowd. They're hollering down at these refs, telling them to hurry up and figure out what they're doing. They want to see some ball being played. They are now involving some of the players on the field in the discussion.
There are 2 penalties. Unsportsmanlike conduct against the Apaches.
So we have 2 penalties.
Unsportsmanlike conduct against the Colts.
It's unsportsmanlike conduct against the Apaches as well as unsportsmanlike conduct against the Colts.
Ball's at the...
I think it's after the play, so they're going to go ahead and move the line of scrimmage up to the 4-yard line, which is where Caleb Bryant stepped out of bounds, just shy of that touchdown run. Colts have got excellent field position inside the 10-yard line. And we hear some more whistles. We're still waiting on the chains to get moved down. More conversations taking place down on the field. All right, looks like there's some discrepancy with where the play was going to start, and they're moving the Colts back almost 20 yards from where the ref initially put the ball. "15 yards is about how far it was moved back. Looks like we're set up right here on the 23-yard line. Still good possession, still first down for the Colts, so we're going to see what they can do here, assuming the refs don't blow the whistle and stop the game again. All right, it's underway. He passes it off to number 30, who runs it to the outside, cuts inside. He's chopped down. Excellent run by Timothy Jones. The clock is still running. It's going to be 2nd down and 1 to go. A first down would stop the clock here. We've got 14 seconds left in the first quarter. And it's run in by Timothy Jones again. Now the clock stopped and ran out on the scoreboard. I don't know if they're going to pull it back at all. That looks like it might have been a first down.
sports fans. Welcome to Cochise County Sports Network. Tonight's live broadcast brought to you in part by Lolly Automotive Group for all your new and used car needs. Jeff and Gina Lane of Edward Jones Investments, making sense of investing. Apex Network Physical Therapy, come heal with us. Cochise Lock and Safe for all your lock and safe needs. Check out the Leon team of Nova Home Loans, the highest rated lender in Cochise County. SSVEC, owned by those we serve. Lights Out Family Fun Center. Chiricahua Community Health Centers, health for all. And last but not least, eXp Realty, home of the flat rate contract.
Tonight, the boys varsity volleyball team taking on Nogales High School for senior night. Live and in full HD, only on Cochise County Sports Network.
All right, folks, welcome back. As you guys can see, we are right here on the line of scrimmage. All right, we're having couple of difficulties. A little bit of a dog pile right there. It was first down for the Colts at the beginning of the quarter here. It's second quarter, or it's the second quarter with 11:56 left on the scoreboard. All right, and the Colts are stuffed back a little bit there. We're working on getting, we just switched out students with cameras, so we need to get the top camera zooming in just a little bit. That way you guys can have a little bit of a better view of what exactly is going on down there. But it is third down for the Colts. And the Colts call a timeout.
A shuttle on the right-hand side.
All right, so we got the Colts coming back down there. We're nice and zoomed in on him. It's third down. The camera's glitching out on us just a little bit just because there's rain on the lands. Another penalty on the field. Looks like it's against the Colts because I could definitely see the Apaches clapping as soon as it was called. All right, so we're replaying the third down there by the looks of it. They haven't changed the marker on the field. Giovanni's stepping in there. Got two receivers on the left of the field, one on the right, shotgun formation. He's going to step back and throw. Incomplete pass to number 9. Mandrell Garrick was the intended receiver. That brings up fourth down. So we have an interesting decision here that we can make. We can either kick the ball for 3 points, in the event of a successful field goal, or we can go for it and try to get the touchdown. It looks like they got Parker Tebow out there for the field goal attempt, right on the 20-yard line. This should be a pretty easy kick. I spoke too soon, ladies and gentlemen. The field goal is no good, so it's still a pointless game here as we go into a turnover The Apaches are going to come back out on the field. And they're going to have another shot at a touchdown here in the first half. First down for the Apaches. Everybody comes out onto the field. They're ready to get the game going again. All right, and he's passed it off. They're going to run it up the middle. He's chewed up and maybe a gain of 2, 3, 4 yards. It's going to bring up second down for the Apaches. The clock's going to continue running down for the first time in a little while. They're crediting Damian Brown with the stop. Gain of about 3 brings up 2nd and 7. Lots of delay in tonight's game. They're going to run it up in the middle again, and they're going to get stuffed yet again by the Colts. Right around the 25-yard line, so it looks like it's about 3rd down and 5, third down and 4 maybe. Got some receivers off to the left and right. Yep, he's going to get a pass here. He's going to lob it out. And unsuccessful. He throws it long. It's going to be an incomplete pass. The intended receiver was number 2 for the Apaches. You can see him running back to formation. As we see, there's another pink flag down there on the field. Yet another penalty. All right, so we're looking at a holding call against the Apaches. Going to be 3rd down, about 3rd and 15.
Let's give it up for your Buena Colts defense. It is 3rd down.
All right, he's going to keep it. And he gets, oh, the ball is loose. There's a fumble as the quarterback drops the ball. And it's recovered by number 3, Jesse Avina. And Colts first down with very, very good field position. If they can't score a touchdown here, I don't know what's going to go wrong. First down and 10 for the Colts. Actually, 1st and 5. They are at the 5-yard line here. So the official call from the press box here is 1st and goal. Colts have got 4 attempts at taking the ball into the end zone here, so let's see what they got. Hand it off to, was that number 5? And he's pulled down just short. I can see hands on the face mask there. I don't believe the refs called it. Might have been his own hands.
Gain of 4 on the play is going to be
Gained 4, so it's 2nd down and 1. that line that you guys see right down there. You can see they're right there on the line. So they're going to hand it off. Number 5 runs it in as he fakes it to number 30, Timothy Jones, and then passes it off to Caleb Bryan. He runs it right up the middle for a Buena Colts touchdown. We got Parker Tebow in for the extra point. At this point, with almost a quarter and a half of no points on the board, I imagine they're just going to go for it here. I don't foresee a 2-point conversion. There's that defensive line switch that we've seen them do just about every field goal. The Colts seem to come out each year with something a little different. Last year they were squib kicking a lot, and they would fake the kickoff almost each and every time. Extra point is good. They're not doing that this year, but they are doing that shift there on the goal line when they're getting ready to kick the field goal. Eight minutes, 44 seconds left in the second quarter until the half. That was number 16 running across the field. That's Mekhi Washington. He's out there on the field right now. Camera's panning left right now, getting ready to show the kickoff here. And last year what the Colts would do is they had like a flying V formation. And they'd run up and they'd fake the kick. And then, it was a 50-50 chance. Sometimes they'd squib kick it when they actually kicked it off. Sometimes they'd kick it deep. But it always left their opponents guessing. Nice strong kick. Lands at the 15-yard line. He picks up the ball. He's going to run it. But he is gobbled up by Mekhi Washington and several other Colts. Let's see who else is down there. You got Rudy Amaya and Nicholas Huerta all down there stopping the play.
Ball at the 20-yard line of the Apaches will be 1st and 10, Nogales.
All right, the ball's put on the 20-yard line. It's first down for the Apaches. Number 5, the quarterback, he's going to do a QB keeper, and he's going to try to run around. Doesn't even make it to the line of scrimmage. It's going to be a 2nd down and 10. Might have even lost a few yards. All right, 2nd down for the Apaches. They're going to pass it off and pretend to throw it. Gobbled up right there at the line of scrimmage again. That's going to bring up 3rd down for the Apaches. They got 1 yard. 3rd down and 9 to go. All right, 3rd down and 9 for the Apaches. Not very good position, and already 3rd down. The Buena Colts are figuring out this defense. They are going to try to pass the ball, and he throws it, and it's intercepted. They're not able to take him down. He's still on his feet. That's number 9, Mandrel Garrick. He's running it around. He's got a blocker, and that's touchdown for the Colts. And the stands are going crazy, ladies and gentlemen. They tried dragging him down unsuccessfully. As you guys saw there, he had one leg caught by the defender. He was able to shake himself loose and cut across the field, pick up a blocker, and get to the end zone just in time. Very excellent run by Mandrell Garrick and a good interception. And looks like that field goal was good. It's going to make it a 2-touchdown lead as we wind down here in the second half of the second quarter. 6.5 minutes left on the scoreboard. Colts up by 2 touchdowns.
Please, for those who have purchased the American Southwest Credit Union raffle tickets,
All right, looks like we've got Cody Pitslin back, number 44 for the Colts. He's going to be giving the kickoff back to the Apaches. Low and away. It's going to get a good bounce off his foot, giving the Colts time to catch up, and they're going to stop him just shy of the 20-yard line. Excellent defense by the Colts. That was Jacob Murphy, number 7, with the stop. The Apaches are starting out their series here on the 17-yard line. It's first down. Now, this is what we saw take place just in this last run. We got lucky. We got an interception by Mandrell Garrick, and that was all due to the pressure that our defense put up. So we'll see what happens here. So the Apaches find them in a very similar situation. They're gonna pass it, and an almost interception as they cut across number 1. You can see him laying down there on the field right now. That's Caleb Bryant. It was just off his chest. He wasn't able to keep his hands on it. That's what I was talking about. Very similar situation, and we almost had yet another interception. Got one of the coaches over here saying he could have ran that in because it was nothing but open field in front of him. All he had to do was keep his hands on the ball. The Buena Colts defense is slowly tearing down the Apaches here. That would have been the 3rd interception in the first half. They're going to pass it this time, and number 16, he drops it, quickly recovers the ball, and that's going to put him down. It's going to be 3rd down for the Apaches. 3rd down and 12. Got the referees down there having a conversation with each other. You can see Jesse Avina and Mania Fruin. I'm not sure how to pronounce his name, but he's down there as well. It's going to be 3rd down for the Apaches. You see the Colts spread out their defensive line a little bit. They're going to run it or throw it off the helmet of one of the players, and it's going to be 4th down. Apaches going to have to punt it away or try to convert this, but it's not looking good for him. Five minutes, 44 seconds left on the clock. We do have a player in the back of the field there getting ready to kick the ball. Recepted on the 50-yard line. He finds a hole. He's running up the middle. I think he's got enough speed. Number 7 put up the block, and that's another touchdown for the Colts. Caleb Bryant with a beautiful 50-yard field goal return for a Buena Colts touchdown. The crowd is going insane, ladies and gentlemen. What an amazing play. And you'll see again, the Colts are probably going to shift that line down to the right. They leave that big wide open gap, but I think they want to close that up. There they go. They close it up. Got 7 players there on that front defensive line. And the kick was deflected. And number 4 stops the ball right around the 32-yard line. Got parents in the audience yelling offsides. And the refs were taking a minute there to talk with each other, so we'll see what happens. Getting some pressure from the audience. You guys can hear him through my mic right now. It's not much I can do to stop it, unfortunately, but just shows you how supportive these parents are. Now the Colts are setting up for a field goal kickoff, or not a field goal kickoff, excuse me, a kickoff to the Apaches. See if they can do anything here. Down by 20 points in the second quarter. Beautiful deep kick. Off his knees, but he gets up. Nobody touches him. He runs right up the middle. He finds an open hole. And he's got Colts falling at his heels as he makes his way all the way back. Touchdown, Apaches. That was number 1 for the Apaches, running it all the way back. Looked about to be about 80-yard return. Go wide, go wide. And that kick barely made it into the goalpost there. So that's going to be a successful field goal kick, making the score now 20-7 with 5 minutes and 16 seconds left in the second quarter. We've seen 2 very impressive back-to-back field goal returns. Now, there was some talk about whether or not number 1 from the Apaches had his knees on the ground when he caught the ball. He kind of slid across the field as he took possession, and it all happened very quickly. Now, in high school football, you're not allowed to get back up after your knee touches the ground and run the ball, so that would have technically been a dead play and probably would have been set up on the 20 or wherever he touched the ball while his knee was touching. But the refs didn't call it, and he was able to run it back. Colts clinging on, trying to pull him down by his ankles, but he did score the touchdown. All right, we've got our wide angle set up here as the Apaches are getting ready to kick it off to the Colts. Now, one very strategic thing that the Colts did, and it's worked out for them, is they decided to return the ball. Oh, and he's found an open hole. And does he get the block? No, number 8 drags him down right there at the 40-yard line. It would have been incredible if we had yet another field goal return touchdown, but regardless, what an amazing run. We've seen some tougher teams stop the Colts right around the 20-yard line in most instances, but excellent carry by the Colts. All right, we are all set to go. Giovanni calls for the ball. He passes it off to number 5. Unfortunately, we've got whistles blowing.
Offsides against the Apaches.
All right, we see a call going the other way this time. It's offsides against the Apaches. It's going to give the Colts probably a couple yards here, 5 yards or so.
Yep.
It's going to be first down still?
Yeah.
Yeah, first down and 5 to go.
First and 5 for the Colts.
All right, they're going to do the same play, passing it off to number 5. He cuts up the middle. Caleb Bryant finds an open zone, and he's brought down by number 1 and 2. Number 6 was right there, ready to go as well, just in case he broke free. That's a Buena Colts first down. Ball's placed at the 17-yard line. Colts are within grasp of yet another touchdown. Now, the impressive thing is that would be their 3rd touchdown. Actually, excuse me, that would be their 4th touchdown in the 2nd quarter alone. All right, we've got a huddle there on the sideline. Young Giovanni right there in the middle of it, surrounded by his team members. They are making a game plan here. 4 minutes and 47 seconds left on the clock. It is a first down. They're on the 17-yard line. Excellent field position here as they're going to move ahead, probably score another touchdown. All right, here we go. Young Giovanni. He gets the ball. He's going to hand it off again, but he's gobbled up by number 58, and he's going to get brought down right there. That was number 14 from the Apaches with the stop. It's going to make it 2nd down. Ball's placed right around the 15-yard line. You guys can kind of hear some of that band music playing in the background. They are on fire out here tonight, showing their support for the Buena Colts. All right, and whistles again. Stop the play. I didn't even get a chance to get the scoreboard going, or did I actually? I did. Timeout by the Colts called. There was no flag on the play, so the whistle was for the timeout. As you see the Colts all coming up to Mr. Joe Thomas, the head coach down there on the court. Next to him, Adam Furrian, one of the assistant coaches.
Once again, we'd like to thank the Texas Roadhouse for our pre-game meal for the football team. They prepare all home meals for the varsity and JV teams, as well as the freshman team.
The Apaches have made their way back out to the field, and the Colts just now following as well. 2nd down for the Colts, right around the 15-yard line. Looks like they might have had a gain of around 2, so 2nd down and 8 or 9. Giovanni drops the ball. He's able to pick it back up. He's under pressure. He throws one defender, but he's taken down by number 74. Quite a big loss of yards there.
That was number 44.
That was a 20-yard loss. We were on the 15-yard line. Right now we're on the 25-yard line. It's going to force a pass. And he came up with it. I think he might have got that. Let's see what the refs call here. The pass was for Mandrell Garrick, number 9. And they are calling it a completed pass. And that puts them on 4th down, and they're back on like the 13-yard line. So they're right back where they were before that last play where they lost 20 yards. We'll probably see another pass here. So close to the end zone, they're going to need to really go for that 1st down. I don't see Tebow out there or any of their kickers, so they're going to go for it. Clock's still running down. Colts call a timeout there. That's the last timeout of the half. I think what they're trying to do there was avoid the delay of game. All right, folks, so what we did there is we turned on some ambient background noise from one of our other cameras as I continue to over-explain our production to our audience, but now you guys get to hear whistles and all sorts of fun stuff down there on the field. All right, looks like we changed our mind. We're going to go for the field goal kick. Now, if this kick is successful, that's going to be a 3-point. It's going to be 3 points for the Colts going up on the board. And it looks like we got offsides as number 4 comes ripping across that line of scrimmage. Now, we've seen Giovanni trick other teams with his hard count, but I've never seen anything quite like that before. All right, that puts the Colts inside the 10-yard line here. It's 4th down. I think they're still going to go for the field goal kick here. We can hear that audience all screaming, all hollering. Definitely tell it's an exciting environment here on senior night at Buena High School. Oh, and they decide to go for it. Number 2 picks it up. He's going to run it in. And touchdown, Colts! Now, folks, I got to be completely honest with you. I had no clue that was about to happen. I'm sitting next to some coaches up in the press box, but I had no clue. Didn't see it coming. Young Giovanni is the Buena Colts quarterback, but he was down there to set the ball for Tim Tebow. And they just decided, hey, I'm going to pick the ball up. I'm going to run it in. There's young Giovanni right down there right now as they get up to set up their actual field goal kick, which would be good for 1 point. Now, how crazy would it be if they went for a 2-point conversion right now? Same play. And they kick the ball. The refs call it good. That's going to be a field goal kick for the Colts, making the score 27-7. As the Colts get that deficit lead back up to 20 points. Just about 2 minutes and 22 seconds left on the clock.
Let's take this time to give a big round of applause to the Buena Fighting Band.
All right, we got Cody Pitslin back to kick right now. That's number 44 for the Colts. He's had a couple good kickoffs so far tonight. And the ball is received. They're going to go ahead and run it. They don't find a hole this time, though, as they're brought down right around the 30-yard line. The Apaches still have all 3 timeouts here in the first half. Not sure it's going to help them out much at this point. So the clock's probably going to wind down. The Colts are going to receive the kickoff in the second half. It's going to give them an excellent advantage going in as they close out this match. And they decide to use one of those timeouts. That's going to bring their timeout count to 2 left. Got 1 minute and 58 seconds left in the first half. Colts are having an amazing night here. Big shout out to some of our sponsors here while we take this timeout. We've got Apex Network Physical Therapy. Not a lot of you guys know this, but Apex Network actually works very closely with the sports medicine kids. You know, they have you can see them down there right now. They're wearing that gray shirt, the Apex Network logo on his back. They work very closely with those CTE groups the same way that we work with film and TV with Buena High School. So Apex Network definitely out there taking care of these kids, looking at injuries, caring after the kids, even helping them in post-injury recovery. So big thanks to Apex Network Physical Therapy. If you guys need any sort of occupational therapy or rehabilitation done, give them a call. They can get you guys a complete custom treatment regimen put together. They're going to treat you professionally. They're going to treat you like family. So big thanks to those guys. All right, the quarterback drops the ball, and 2 Colts are going to send him to the ground. It's like a loss of some yards. It's number 5 for the Apaches. Getting up a little slow, but does get up. Clock continues to wind down here. Apaches still have 2 timeouts left. They're going to want to give themselves as much time to score here, because as soon as that second half starts, they're going to lose possession of the ball. Number 5 kicks back for a throw. And looks like a completed pass. For a second there, I thought it was going to be another interception, but number 4 for the Apaches does get that ball, and he's up on his feet real quick as the clock continues to wind down with about a minute left here in the second half.
Let's get up here, Buena Cochise. 3rd down.
All right, there's that pass-off fake throw again. It was a first down for the Apaches. So that last play converted them up. The Apaches call another timeout. Looks like we might have an injury. And number 58, he's hitting the ground there. And he gets up and kind of limps off. Looks like he's going to be just fine as he makes his way to the sideline. 43 seconds left on the clock. Let me go ahead and push that scoreboard back up for you guys here. Right now they are going through the process during this timeout of calling out the raffle tickets during the halftime In a lot of these home games, what they do is they allow spectators to come out of the stand and attempt a field goal. And if they win, they get a $25, I think, gift card or $25 cash. I'm not sure which. And I think one of the kicks is even worth $100 if they're able to make it. So they are calling those raffle ticket numbers out right now. If we get the chance, we'll record them while they're making their kicks. I think last time we had one of these events at a home game, I think somebody won the $100. All right, both teams come back out onto the field. Looks like it's 4th down for the Apaches with 43 seconds left on the clock. It's now or never. They're in like a flying V formation. They've got wide receivers out to the left and right. They're going to throw it, and over the head on number 4. It's going to be no good. Stops the clock at 42 seconds. That's going to be a turnover on downs. Automatic first down for the Colts. They've got 42 seconds. They're sitting at around the 35-40 yard line. So excellent field position to attempt to score another touchdown here before the end of the second half. Now the Colts don't have any more timeouts. So if they want to keep that clock from running down, they need to either get first downs or run the ball out of bounds. But they are going to be getting that ball in the second quarter automatically because they chose to kick the ball off at the beginning of the game. Giovanni's going to throw it. Oh, and it's intercepted by number 4 by the Apaches. And let's see if the Colts can get caught back up to him. Oh, beautiful stop. That's actually the Colts quarterback, Giovanni Bourbon. He went and speared out the legs of that number 4 Apache player. Not sure there are very many Colts ahead of him after that. So had Giovanni not put down that tackle, it's a good chance that they might have got another touchdown. I'm sure you folks can see the pink flag there on the field.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Against the Apaches.
All right, looks like it was a personal foul, roughing the passer. And obviously that's against the Apaches because the Colts, that was the Colts ball right there, so it's going to be a first down for the Buena Colts. That penalty obviously was accepted. Roughing the passer caused the interception to get thrown, so they're going to replay. It's going to be a first down for the Colts. 27 seconds left. They're going to have another shot at a touchdown here. Giovanni stepping back to pass. He pitches it off the 5. And he gets loose, and he finds some room and gets inside the 20-yard line. Now, unfortunately, it doesn't look like he was able to get the first down, so that's not going to stop the clock. 12 seconds left until the second half. The Colts run back to the line here real quick. And Giovanni's thinking about keeping it. Got a little bit of pressure, and he lobs it to the end zone. Oh, and looks like the Apache might have caught it, but he does drop it in the end zone. And that's the end of the first half of Buena Colts Senior Night. We'll be right back after these messages.
Sports fans, welcome to Cochise County Sports Network. Tonight's live broadcast brought to you in part by Lally Automotive Group for all your new and used car needs. Jeff and Gina Lane of Edward Jones Investments, making sense of investing. Apex Network Physical Therapy, come heal with us. Cochise Lock and Safe for all your lock and safe needs. Check out the Leone team of Nova Home Loans, the highest rated lender in Cochise County. SSVEC, owned by those we serve. Lights Out Family Fun Center. Chiricahua Community Health Centers, health for all. And last but not least, eXp Realty, home of the flat rate contract.
Tonight, the boys varsity volleyball team taking on Nogales High School for senior night. Live and in full HD, only on Cochise County Sports Network.
They are not superheroes, but they save people every day. Save money, that is. They are energy auditors from SSVEC, and they're helping people save money on energy and informing them about valuable incentives, 0% retrofit loans, and other programs, and saving finite resources and making our country more energy independent.
Maximize your savings.
Call SSVEC about our new energy audit.
Financial investments are very important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. Gina Lane, your Sierra Vista Edward Jones financial advisor, understands this. That's why Gina is a proud sponsor of the Buena Colts varsity football team right here on Cochise County Sports Network. For all of your investment needs, call Gina Lane at 520-459-1488 or stop by her office at 49 North Coronado Drive in Sierra Vista. Edward Jones, making sense of investing. Member SIPC. Levi here with Cochise County Sports Network to tell you about Lights Out Family Fun Center. If you are looking for affordable fun for the whole family where you don't have to drive to Tucson, then look no further than Lights Out. With 18 holes of indoor miniature golf, jumping castles, pool tables, dartboards, air hockey, 2 party rooms, and so much more, all under a sea of black lights. Now for a limited time, mention Cochise County Sports Network for 10% off your visit. Lights Out Family Fun Center. They're family owned, they're family friendly, they're family priced. Located at 101 East Wilcox Drive. What are you waiting for?
Native Grillin' Wings has had its own game day rules since 1979. First down! Piling on! Excessive celebration! That's allowed here. Well then, touchdown! Go Native!
Hi everyone, I'm Sean Lawley from the Lawley Automotive Group. Summer's here and it's getting hot, and so are the deals at all our dealerships. Check out the great selection of Buicks, Chevrolets, GMCs, Hondas, Nissans, Hyundais, Fords, Kias, Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, and Rams we have in stock. With some of the biggest discounts and rebates of the year, now's the time to buy your new vehicle. With over 20 lending institutions, your finance term could never be better. Shop us online at lawleycars.com or come to any one of the Lawley dealerships and see why so many people in Southern Arizona choose Lawley Motors for their next vehicle purchase. Because nobody beats a Lawley deal. Nobody.
All right, folks, it is halftime here at Buena High School. Talk a little bit about a couple more of our sponsors here while we have a little bit of time. All I have to do is get that sponsor real plan. We talked a little bit about Apex Network Physical Therapy earlier, so let's go on to one of these other companies. Let's talk about Edward Jones Investments. If you folks are looking for financial security in your future, you're definitely going to want to check out looking into financial planning, and specifically working with a professional who's trained specifically in that area. Now, Jeff and Gina Lane of Edward Jones, you just saw one of their sponsor messages. They are the perfect people to approach if you guys are needing that type of service. So reach out to Jeff and Gina Lane of Edward Jones Investments. They each have their own office. They're family friendly. They're actually husband and wife. So it doesn't matter which one you take them to, but they're definitely going to be able to help you guys out tremendously that way. Next up, we got Lights Out Family Fun Center. Now, if you guys are looking for affordable family fun for the entire family, you don't want to have to drive to Tucson to do it. We now have an 18-hole indoor miniature hole putt-putt golf type thing called Lights Out Family Fun Center. They got a sea of black lights in there, so it's all like, black lights and everything glows, and they've got neon colors. They let you write on the walls with markers and all sorts of cool stuff. So they definitely have a really awesome thing going on there. But they're not just equipped for, mini golf. They also do party rooms, and they've got jumping castles and pool tables and dartboards and air hockey and all sorts of cool stuff. Also, additionally, inside they have a escape room set up in there. So they've got 3 different rooms. It's called Art of the Escape, and you pay like $20. You get an hour to try and escape this room. They lock you in this room, they turn off all the lights, and there's clues all over the place. And you and your family, or you and your coworkers, whoever it is that you're traveling there with, essentially have the opportunity to try and escape. And you have an hour to do it. Many try, many fail. A few get through, but it's a whole lot of fun for the whole family. Next up, we got the Leon team of Nova Home Loans. That's Chris Leon and Adrian Nunez. Now, they worked with us very closely last season. I'm very happy to say that a couple of our viewers actually went out and bought a home as a result of it. So continue to support the Leon team. They're the highest rated lender in Cochise County. They're definitely going to be able to help you guys not only find a realtor to show you a home, but they're also going to help you throughout the whole entire financial process of that from beginning to end. Like I said, highest rated lender for a reason. They're going to be able to take care of you guys. Next up, of course, we've got the Lolly Automotive Group. If you guys are looking for a new or used car, head out over to Lolly Automotive Group. They own just about every car dealership here in town except for, I believe it's the Sierra Toyota, which just recently sold to an outside investor. So it's no longer owned by the owner who had it for about the last 15 years or so. But regardless, Lolly Automotive Group, he owns just about every other car dealership. New, used, lease options. It doesn't matter what you guys are looking for. They're going to treat you like family every single time you guys go in there. Get together with a sales rep. They're all non-commissioned sales team, and they're going to be able to walk you guys through the car buying process from beginning to end, and they will absolutely take care of you. Also, make sure to mention that you saw them on Cochise County Sports Network. Whether or not you buy a car, it's really great for them to see, the support that they get from our audience due to the support they give us. Next up, we got Sulphur Springs Valley Electric Cooperative, owned by those we serve. Now, Sulphur Springs Valley Electric Cooperative, SSVC, they do a lot of work with our youth here in the community. Every year they have a Washington Youth Group tour where they send a bunch of juniors up to Washington, D.C. They get a tour all the Capitol buildings and meet some senators and all sorts of cool stuff up there. It's an all-expense-paid trip. They're also the premier sponsor for the Youth Engineering and Science Fair here in Sierra Vista. It's held at the Windermere Hotel every year, and they give out something like $15,000 worth of sponsorships to some of the winners of that competition. So Sulphur Springs Valley Electric Cooperative, they're your energy cooperative, and they are owned by their members. So definitely check them out if you guys need some electrical needs. Next up, we got Cherakawa Community Health Centers, Health for All. Cherakawa Community Health Centers, I know a lot of you guys know exactly who these guys are. They've got health clinics all over the county. They have tons of programs to work with the youth, to work with the community, to help get affordable health care options to just about anybody. So check them out. They've got a lot of programs. They've got a lot of different events that they hold all over the county. Always got something new going on at Cherakawa. So check them out. Cherakawa Community Health Centers, Health for All. Last but not least, we've got eXp Realty, home of the flat rate contract. Now, many of you guys know Gabriel Chavez. He's running for city council. He's a write-in candidate this year. An interesting thing, I'm not endorsing Mr. Chavez here, but he's actually vowed to give his entire $750 per month paycheck as a city council member back to the youth of our community, or for those who need it more than he does. So coming into his business and how he does business, eXp Realty, a lot of you guys don't know what a flat rate contract is, and I don't even know personally what a flat rate contract is, but essentially when you guys buy a home, there's commissions that get paid out to the realtors. So your realtor and the house that you're buying, the realtor that's representing that sale, they each get usually 3% of the closing cost of that house. Now, if you have $1 million house, 6% of that's $60,000. What Gabriel Chavez and the eXp Realty team are doing with this flat rate contract is they have a flat rate fee, no commissions. Essentially, they're going to charge you the same rate. They're going to sell your house. They're going to market your house. They're going to get it sold quickly. So if you guys are trying to sell a home or buy a home, get in touch with Gabriel Chavez over there at eXp Realty. Number's 520-428-6877. They're going to take care of you guys. That's it for our sponsors for tonight. Like I said, it's halftime here at Senior Night. We got about 6 minutes and 10 seconds left on the clock. We're going to go ahead and shut the audio off here as we move into the rest of the half. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Cochise County Sports Network. We just got a couple more minutes left here in the half before we get ready to start the third quarter. The Colts leading the game right now, 27-7, going into the second half. So excellent job by the Colts. The Apaches are out there behind their banner, getting ready to come screaming back onto the field. You can see their flags at the top right-hand corner of the screen. But we will be right back. We're going to get ready to start the third quarter just after these messages.
All right, sports fans, welcome to Cochise County Sports Network. Tonight's live broadcast brought to you in part by Lolly Automotive Group for all your new and used car needs. Jeff and Gina Lane of Edward Jones Investments, making sense of investing. Apex Network Physical Therapy, come heal with us. Cochise Lock and Safe for all your lock and safe needs. Check out the Leone team of Nova Home Loans, the highest rated lender in Cochise County. SSVEC, owned by those we serve. Lights Out Family Fun Center. Chiricahua Community Health Centers, health for all. And last but not least, eXp Realty, home of the flat rate contract.
Tonight, the boys varsity volleyball team taking on Nogales High School for senior night. Live and in full HD, only on Cochise County Sports Network.
All right, welcome back to Cochise County Sports Network. Coming at you live from Buena High School. Very exciting night tonight. We've got the Buena Colts absolutely dominating the Apaches right now, 27-7. 3 interceptions in that first half and almost a fourth. Then, of course, the Apaches had a quick little interception. Fortunately, they had a penalty called against them, roughing the passer, so that was rescinded, so to speak. But an excellent first half, and a majority of that action all took place in the second quarter. That first quarter, it was back and forth a lot. Nobody was putting up points. There's a lot of penalties being called on both sides. Probably leaning a little bit more toward Buena's side there on the penalties. But the second quarter, the Colts came out in fury, and they were able to put up quite a lead here. It's the second time now that they've had a 20-point lead. They had that lead a little bit earlier, but then the Apaches scored their first touchdown. But the Colts quickly put another 7 points on the board, making it 20 points again. So Colts are doing a fantastic job here tonight. Buena High School, Friday Night Lights here on Cochise County Sports Network. Thanks for tuning in. If you guys haven't had the chance, hit the like and share button for us. Let everybody know that you guys are tuning in. I'm going to go ahead here and look at some of the comments. Not a whole lot of comments tonight, but let's see here what we got going on. All right. I mean, as far as specifics, we got Albert Ray cheering on his nephew, Giovanni. That's their quarterback. Everybody else just, periodically cheering them on, or if they see a really awesome play that they like, they're definitely making sure that they jump in there and, write something like beast mode or something like that, just to kind of let everybody know that they're watching. If you guys are watching, whether you're on Facebook, whether you're on YouTube, whether you're on my website, svnn.news, there's a local sports tab, and we have a live stream available there as well. Leave some comments. Let the kids know that you guys are watching, that you're supporting them, that you're cheering them on. Let them know where you're watching from, all of that kind of stuff. Also, if you guys know anybody from the Nogales Apaches who's tuning in, or maybe not tuning in because they don't know that we're live, go ahead and send them a message. Send them a link to this video. Let them know that we're live right now. They can watch their team from afar across the county. All I can say is I'm glad I did not have to drive to Nogales tonight. That would have been quite a drive and quite a drive home. After that, we were down there, I think, a couple weeks ago for a volleyball match. We didn't get home till about 10, 10:30, 11 o'clock, something along those lines. So we are starting the third quarter here in just a few minutes. The Apaches are out there ready for their kickoff, and the Buena Colts are set to receive. All right, want to give a quick shout out to Pasita Jacino, 93 years old, laying home at bed right now, watching her grandson, Matthew Jacino, number 50 for the Colts, playing tonight. So, Pasita, if you're watching and you can hear me, thank you so much for tuning in to Cochise County Sports Network. Your support is awesome, and we super appreciate everything that you do for us. Colts didn't really get anywhere with that return. They're at the 25-yard line, 26-yard line. It's going to be first down, Colts. All right, pass off to Giovanni. He's going to pass it off to the outside. He's running it up the middle. He found an open hole, but he's gobbled up right there at the 40-yard line. That's going to be good enough for a Buena Colts. First down. All right, you can pass it off to number 5. That is Caleb Bryant. He pushes for about 5 yards or so. Actually, yeah, I'd say about 4 yards or so. Number 7, he's slow to return to his feet there for the Apaches. All right, we're ready yet again. Second down for the Colts. He's going to pass it off, and it's caught by number 9. That is Mandrell Garrick for yet another touchdown for Mr. Garrick. That's going to stop the clock. He's doing his little celebration there in the end zone. Touchdown, Colts. And on second down, too, we usually see the Colts run when it's second down, especially with so much time on the clock. But Giovanni did decide to go ahead and pass that ball, and went an excellent decision on top of that. All right, Colts doing that shift that they usually do. Let me go ahead and pull the scoreboard here so you guys can see. Kick is up. And as you folks can see, the kick is good. 34-7, the Colts coming out, and in the first minute and 13 seconds of the second half have already scored a touchdown. Excellent job, Colts. All right, that's number 44, Cody Pitslin. He's in for the Colts right now to send the kickoff away to the Apaches. Very excellent kick. We've seen pretty good consistency from Pitslin tonight. 83 returns the ball, and he's going to get brought down by number 25. That looks like Jose Chino. 23, excuse me. Ramses Rodriguez? Oh, no, it's 23 with the carry. So, yeah, brought down by Jose Chino, number 25 for the Colts. First down for the Apaches. They had a run-pass option. They decided to run it. He gets gobbled up right there at the line of scrimmage. Doesn't get very far. Looks like Jesse Avina put him down. What do you guys think of the broadcast tonight? We've got some nice wide-angle shots. We've got some close-up shots. Buena's Film and TV crews out here tonight giving us the extra assistance. Make sure to jump in the comments and give them the credit that they deserve. This is about 95% ran by high school students right now, so they're the ones that are bringing this broadcast to you live. Number 1 is going to run it to the outside, and he's ripped down by his shirt by number 70, who is Ruben Alvarez. He was the one that got the play there. Clock continues to run down. Like I said, also, if you guys know any Apache alumni, any parents or grandparents or teachers, anybody who's connected to the Nogales Apaches High School or their football team in any way, make sure to send a link of this to them or share that to them or put their name, tag them in the comments or something like that. Let them know you guys are tuning in live to Cochise County Sports Network. They should also do the same. All right, number 5 dishes back. He's going to send it over the top. Intercepted! That looks like, I want to say that's number 30. Yes, that's number 30. That's Timothy Jones, and he scores a touchdown! Ladies and gentlemen, this is turning into a shutdown. It's 40-7. Timothy Jones taking in that score, breaking some tackles along the way. That stops the clock, of course, at 9 minutes and 14 seconds. So let me paint a picture for you guys here right now. The game, of course, starts at, we're going to go ahead and, got an injury on the field here. Let's go ahead and pan away from that. All right, so we're going to get off that injury here real quick. 9 minutes, 14 seconds left. Now, of course, we started the second half, this third quarter, with 12 minutes on the clock. It's not even a full 3 minutes later. The Colts have already put up 2 additional touchdowns. So their team is on fire. And, you know, it's not all at Giovanni's heels. You know, usually we see Giovanni Bourbon, you know, he has a run-pass option. He likes to keep the ball a lot, run up, get a first down. I think a couple weeks ago he had this really cool play where he decided to run the ball, and he did like a 360 spin and got past some defenders, got the first down. But tonight what we've been seeing is this is the 4th interception that the Colts have picked up. They got 40 points on the scoreboard. So really I think it's the offensive players that are going to get the credit here. You know, either and defensive players too, of course, picking off the interceptions. But we've seen some incredible running. We've seen some incredible passing. And we've seen that offensive line break tackles and do all sorts of great stuff. So the Colts are really, they're on fire. Now, as far as how the Apaches line up to that, I personally probably wouldn't put the Apaches up at the same caliber where the Colts are. They're in the same division. They're out here. They're fighting just as hard, in my opinion. But the Colts are really showing who the better team is here, as the score is definitely showing you guys 40-7 as we line up for another Buena Colts field goal. Now, at this point, I would almost entertain a 2-point conversion with a lead like this. But we'll see what they do. Might just keep it to the basics. And that kick is good for the Colts, making the score 41-7. As the Colts continue to just pull away. All right, I want to jump to some of these comments here. We got Jim Word saying, kudos to all, very entertaining broadcast. I can't, of course, take any credit for that. The entertainment is all out there on the field. Starla Hargan saying, beautiful, amazing feed. Thank you, Starla. As always, I know that you watch just about every single one of our sporting events. Starla Hargan also cheering on Jones with that touchdown he scored. And Albert Ray saying he's looking forward to being in the audience next week at Ironwood Ridge High School. A pile of Colts is able to stop the run right around the 30-yard line. And back to the Ironwood Ridge Nighthawks. Next week, we've got homecoming at Ironwood Ridge High School. The Buena Colts are going to be traveling away. Now, last year when we were there, they had fireworks, like legit fireworks, every time they scored a touchdown during the opening ceremony for the game. So it's going to be really interesting to see what kind of shenanigans Ironwood Ridge is going to be up to next week. I know it's going to be a tough game. It's going to really test the Colts on all levels of their gameplay. But it's going to be a fun game nonetheless. Make sure to tune in next Friday night, 7 p.m., Tucson, Arizona. Oh, we got a misdealt ball, and we got a dive. Looks like the Colts recover. So that was Jesse Avena. You saw him do this jumping dive as he sprawled across the ground, and he got to the ball just in time. It's going to be a Colts. It's going to be a Colts ball right there on, right there, pretty much on the goal line. Looks like it's going to be 1st and goal for the Colts. 8 minutes, 57 seconds left. So it's only 3 minutes into the third quarter. We're about to put up a 3rd touchdown. This is insane. A touchdown a minute. That is an excellent pace, I have to say. They're going to hand it off to Timothy Jones. He tries to run it up the middle, but he's stopped. Colts are definitely going to have to change up their game plan there, probably run it out to the outside or option in a pass. It's going to be 2nd and goal for the Colts. You see Giovanni, excellent leader down there, getting his team ready for their next play. All right, here we go. Option to 30. Trick some of the Apaches. Number 5, and he's able to stiff arm his opponent. One hand on the ground, keep him up, and that's another touchdown for Caleb Bryant, who's having an amazing game, probably the best game of his season thus far. Now, of course, that touchdown stops stops the timer at 8 minutes and 40 seconds. And we'll see what the Colts decide to do here, if they're going to go ahead and kick a field goal or go for a conversion of some sort. All right, the kick is up. And as you guys can see there, a kick was good. An amazing turn of events here. Colts go into the third quarter up by 20. Right now they are up by 41. And we're only, 3 minutes and 20 seconds left into the third quarter. All right, folks, we've got the Buena Colts stepping back right now. It's probably number 44 again. Cody Pitslin back to kick the ball. And it indeed is. Ooh, this is a great game, guys. Do us a favor, hit that like and share button. Let everybody know you guys are watching, but also jump in there and leave some comments. Not a lot of comments tonight. Now, Jim Ward, we don't know when that running clock starts. In high school football, there is no mercy rule. at least here in the 5A division. But they will start running the clock during all these times and just try to speed up the game, obviously. Number 23 trying to spin out there, brought down by Jaden Hernandez, number 4 of the Colts. Clock continues to wind down here. Now, Starla Hargan jumped in there, and she left a comment saying, "Shoo, are you cooking?" And I think what she's probably talking about is over there by the concession stand. We saw lots of smoke kind of drifting from left to right over the screen as they're cooking hot dogs and hamburgers and all that kind of stuff. Tell me if I'm wrong, Starla, but I think that's probably what you're talking about. We got Karen Burkholder still watching the Colts from Illinois. So she's tuning in from halfway across the country, some 3,000 miles away, watching the feed, and she absolutely loves it. So thanks, Karen, for tuning in. Carissa Clark also commenting on the feed, saying it's an amazing feed, telling us good job. So thanks for jumping in there, folks, and leaving some comments for us. All right, got a run-pass option. Quarterback's got some pressure. He's going to try to keep it. He tosses it out, and it goes right. Looks like Coach Thomas caught that, and he did. So he tosses it off to the ref. It's going to bring it 2nd down and 10 for the Apaches. You guys can hear the students playing in the background, some of that music. The band is out here doing an amazing job tonight, as always. Starla said I was right on the money. She usually mans the grill. She's talking about. Probably cooking hot dogs and hamburgers over there. Almost feel bad. We brought pizza tonight. A pass by number 12. It's going to be completed. Not good enough for the first down, so the clock's going to keep running. Number 16, Mr. Ramos for the Apaches. It's 3rd down and I want to say about 2 yards. Third down. Let's see if the Apaches can convert. They haven't had very much success tonight. They're going to push the line, and they find a hole, and first down for the Apaches. Stops the clock at 7:35, and they're going to go ahead and start running the clock. So it might be that time where they start running the clock, speed up the game a little bit. All right, Daniel Smith, we just saw your comment here asking what the Colts' record was. Right now the Colts are 4-3, about to be 5-3. And they're going to pass it up the middle. Number 7 almost found a hole, picked up about 4 yards. It's going to be, looks like it's going to be 3rd down and about 6. All right, number 12 steps back to pass. He finds some pressure. Number 3, and then he's gobbled up also by number 70. So number 3 is Jesse Avina, doing a great job at closing the distance, getting the pressure on the quarterback, That pushes them back. They lost some yards there. It's going to be 4th down and like 20-something yards. Even the guy in the press box, he's like, 4th and... he had to think about it, and then it just says long. Math isn't my strong suit. But we do have a Apache in the backcourt. He's getting ready to kick the ball off. He's going to get a favorable bounce. Caleb Bryant doing a great job at keeping the ball under control. He's stuffed up at around the 45-yard line on the Apache side. Great return there. It is not every day you get to start your drive on your opponent's 45-yard line. So excellent kick return by Caleb Bryant. Shotgun formation with receivers to the left and right. Dips it off to number 4. As he makes his way around the side of the field, picking up about 4 yards. That was Jaden Hernandez with the carry. All right, so it's going to be 2nd down and about 6 to go. The Colts' running game has been really strong tonight, so it wouldn't surprise me to see a lot of running, especially just to kind of run down that clock and let the clock eat itself away. It's going to be a keeper. Number 15 is going to run it around, but he's brought down. It's going to be Brian Schweiger with the carry. Stopped by number 2, Richard Penny of the Apaches. It's going to be 3rd down and about 3 to go. 3rd down and 2. This is where we see they pass it off to Caleb Bryant or Timothy Jones and just run it right over this line of scrimmage. Or the 1st-yard line, excuse me. That hard count almost tricking up the Apaches. They were right there, though, to stuff the Colts and not let them get that 1st down. Clock continues to dwindle down now. It's 4th down and 1. They did get 1 yard there on the drive. And with this kind of lead, I don't see any reason why they shouldn't go for it. And as a matter of fact, we don't see the kicker out there, so they're going to try to push this. Might have got a fumble there. We can see the Apaches pointing back the other direction, saying they got the ball. All right, 1st and 10 for the Apaches. They did recover that fumble. 2 minutes, 45 seconds left here in the 3rd quarter. Colts leading by 41 points. It's probably their best game to the season so far. They had a run option. They were going to run it. They get shoveled up by the Colts there. Number 7 with the carry. Number 7 is probably taken about 80% of the carries for the Apaches tonight. And I don't see him slowing down anytime soon. He's an excellent athlete. It's 2nd down and 10. Going on 11. All right, we have a pass option. Number 1 reaching his arm up there. We've seen a lot of overthrown passes here by the Apaches tonight. Number 1 not able to reach for it and get it in time, but valiant attempt nonetheless. 1 minute 53 seconds left on the third quarter clock. All right, looks like another pass. There's a shovel pass it out to number 1. Oh, and he finds himself a wall as Caleb Bryant leans into the tackle and puts number 1 right on his butt there. All right, they're going to kick it away. Almost deflected by the Colts. It's a high kick. Lands right around the 35-yard line, goes out of bounds. Correction, it's going to be the 33-yard line. Colts are going to take first down and 10, and they're going to have yet another drive against the Apaches defense. All right, we're going to dish it off to the left side of the field. He's trying to find room. He gets eaten up. No gain on the play. It's going to be second down and 10. About 45 seconds left on the clock. All right, so we have Brian Schwager out as the quarterback right now, giving Giovanni a little bit of a rest here in the third quarter. He's already put up 41-point lead, so I think we're okay there. And looks like the Colts find a first down as they run the ball for 15 yards. Excellent play by the Colts. Also stops the clock at 18 seconds as the chains move. And they went ahead and restarted the clock. So we're going to dwindle down here and get ready to come back at you guys with a new quarter. 12 more minutes put up on the board. That, ladies and gentlemen, is the end of the third quarter.
Sports fans, welcome to Cochise County Sports Network. Tonight's live broadcast brought to you in part by Lolly Automotive Group for all your new and used car needs. Jeff and Gina Lane of Edward Jones Investments, making sense of investing. Apex Network Physical Therapy, come heal with us. Cochise Lock and Safe for all your lock and safe needs. Check out the Leone team of Nova Home Loans, the highest rated lender in Cochise County. SSVEC, owned by those we serve. Lights Out Family Fun Center. Chiricahua Community Health Centers, health for all. And last but not least, eXp Realty, home of the flat rate contract.
Tonight, the boys varsity volleyball team taking on Nogales High School for senior night. Live and in full HD, only on Cochise County Sports Network.
Financial investments are very important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. Jeff Lane, your Sierra Vista Edward Jones advisor, understands this. That's why Jeff Lane is a proud sponsor of the Buena Colts varsity football team here on Cochise County Sports Network. For all of your investment needs, call Jeff Lane at 520-378-3766 or stop by his office at 3410 Canyon de Flores here in Sierra Vista. Edward Jones, making sense of investing. Member SIPC. Financial.
All right, second down for the Colts here in the fourth quarter. We've got a penalty on the field right now with 11 and 6 seconds left here. We did miss the first play while that ad was running, so we do apologize for that, folks. Nothing much to see there, though. It got gobbled up pretty quickly. And I think they are imparting some sort of mercy rule of some sort because they did decide to keep running the clock even though there's a penalty on the field. So we're just kind of letting that run down. Trigger back to pass real quick. Oh, and he throws the ball so hard to number 10, Torrey Walters, that it knocked him off his feet. Clock continues to wind down. Just about 10 minutes left here in the fourth quarter. This fourth quarter is probably going to go pretty quick. Colts leading and having possession of the ball right now, leading the game by 41 points. It's now 48-7. Colts are leading the way. Handed off, I believe, to number 16, Mackay Washington. And that's a first down, Colts. So you see, it looks like a train wreck down there. Excellent job for the Colts. First down. And they are going ahead and running the clock down. So even though it's a first down, they're not going to wait for them to hike the ball to go ahead and start running the clock. So $15 passes it off. He tries to scoop around into the middle of the court instead of running it out to the side, and he gets eaten up pretty quickly. So looks like second down right now, and about 13 to go. Colts reapproach that line. A little bit of movement on the Apache side. They are getting ready. Trigger dishes out to the right-hand side. He tosses it up, and it's a completed pass to number 21, Tyreek Moore of the Colts. Excellent job. That's also stopping the clock at 8 minutes, 33 seconds. First down, Colts. Now, they have decided to go ahead and keep running the clock. So it's actually about 8.5 minutes left here in the fourth quarter. Things are going a lot quicker than they were in the first quarter. As you guys saw, a lot less penalties going on now than they were earlier on in the game. Colts up by 41 points. They reapproach that line with a first down. They are on a 25-yard line. They are making their way down the field. They shovel pass it out to number 28. We do see a flag on the field. But Cameron Hayes Watson on the carry, I believe, if it was 28. It is kind of hard to see the numbers from up here. Now the refs did go put the ball back at about 1st and 13. They've given the go-ahead to run the clock down. There was some sort of flag on the play. I'm not sure what exactly it was, but it's first down right now, Colts. first and 10, with first and 15, but they're going to go ahead and pass it off to the right-hand side, left-hand side, and he's quickly eaten up by a couple of these Apaches. And I think what we see right now is we've got some of the second string for the Colts who are in playing right now, especially with such a comfortable lead. It's good to get all the players a little bit of practice time, a little bit of time in the spotlight, so to speak. Clock continues to dwindle down. Just over 7 minutes left. All right, Schwager going out to the right-hand side. He shovel passes it to number 28. I believe that's 28. No, it's 22. Gabe Lujan. Time continues to dwindle down. Got about 6 minutes, 53 seconds left. They did stop it, but they're probably going to go ahead and start running it again. All right, looks like number 2 is actually Brandon Lopez. It was written down here as Gabe Lujan, so we do apologize. 22. Yep. Excellent carry by young Brandon, number 22. And I hear whistles on the field there as everybody slowly makes their way back up to their feet. Number 20, Cameron Hayes on the carry. That clock continues to dwindle down. It's Buena Colts first down. That type of mercy rule effect is in play right now where they're just going to kind of let the clock keep running down. All right, passed off to... Oh, and he's pushed out of bounds. Young Brandon, excellent play as he gets inside the goal line.
That was number 22, Brandon Lopez on the carry.
All right, so we're working off a roster from earlier on in the season. Number 22 with the carry there, Brandon Lopez, is definitely getting some gameplay in tonight. Number 15, quarterback, try to keep it. That's young Schwager. Clock's going to continue running down for us here. Just inside 6 minutes left. Colts driving away for another touchdown here. Now we've seen the pace of the game slow down. Like I said, we've got some of those younger players, more inexperienced players for the Colts. They're down there on the field right now. Passed off to young Brandon Lopez again, number 22 for the carry. Right now it's 4th down and 3. Let's see if the Colts can connect. Oh, it looks like we've got young Tebow out there to kick a field goal. Now, they did fake this earlier and go ahead and run it in. But they're going to go ahead and kick it. And that kick looks good. That's 3 points for the Colts, making the game 51-7. got number 1 Parker Tebow back to kick the kickoff here. Got a young man standing around the 15-yard line, number 23, I believe, for the Apaches. And it's a fair kick. He catches it in the end zone. It's going to be a touchback. It's going to go ahead and put the Apaches on the 20-yard line. First down and 10 to go. 4 minutes, 35 seconds left in the game, actually. Fourth quarter now. Colts leading 51-7. It's a 44-yard lead. They've gone ahead and allowed the clock to continue running down. Not sure what happened there. I think they tried to run it up the middle. We were a little zoomed out there on top. Clock continues to wind down. We're going to be inside 4 minutes left. You know, despite all the penalties that they called in that first quarter, where it seemed like, 10 minutes, 15 minutes passed and not even a minute gone by on the scoreboard, it has caught back up here, especially with this decision to run the clock down here. It's only 9:15. We're usually getting done around 9:30, so we're pretty close to what we usually look at. They're going to pitch it out to number 42. He's going to run around the left side of the court or the field here. Picks up about 5 yards. It's going to bring up a third down and about 5 to go for the Apaches. That clock continues to run down. Both teams have 3 timeouts left here in the second half. The only side I can consider using that right now is probably the Apaches as they try to keep this time from getting eaten up. Third down, 5 to go for the Apaches. Let's see if they can convert. They've been under pressure a couple of times, and the Colts have been able to pick off something like 4 or 5 interceptions tonight. He keeps it. He's going to throw it deep. And the pass was incomplete. The scoreboard continues to wind down. About 2.5 minutes left remaining on the clock. Colts have had a fantastic game tonight. So if you guys are tuning in, guys or gals, home or away, close or far, jump in there, leave us some comments. Tell us how excited and proud you are of these young Colts, this team, as their senior night. They are absolutely blowing away the competition. All right, and another deep pass and another overthrown pass for the Apaches. It's going to be another incomplete pass. That makes it 4th down and 5. We're inside 2 minutes left in the match right now, so... All right, turnover on downs. It was actually a 4th and 5 a moment ago. So it's going to be 1st down and 10 for the Colts. They got very favorable field position here, sitting at around the 35-yard line. Excuse me, the 25-yard line. What we'll probably see here is the Colts go ahead and kneel it out. The Colts call a timeout, though, with 1 minute and 23 left on the clock. So as you guys have seen, we've got young Brian Schwager, number 15. He's had quite a bit of play time here in the third and fourth quarter. Scoreboard continues to run down. He's going to pass it off. And I think that was Mekhi Washington. Yeah, it was number 16, Mekhi Washington with the carry. That scoreboard continues to run down. I actually got to pause it just for a moment because we got a little bit ahead of it. But we got 53 seconds left on the clock right now. I think the Colts, and I think young Schwager's probably just going to play it out, but what will most likely happen, what most likely usually happens is they'll just kneel it out, let the clock run down. Clock stopped at 36 seconds. Another timeout for the Colts, leaving them just one remaining with 36 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. All right, we got that kneel down formation. That's going to let the clock run down. I see no reason why the Apaches would call any of their 3 remaining timeouts left. That looks like it's the game. Ladies and gentlemen, thanks for tuning in to Cochise County Sports Network. They're going to do one more kneel, and that's going to close out the match here. Buena Colts taking the win, 51-7. Let's give them a round of applause. If you guys are at home watching right now, jump in that comment section. Let these young men know just how proud you are of all of them. Sorry, I have headphones on so I can hear myself repeat back to myself. We're going to go ahead and leave you folks to it. Thanks for tuning in to Cochise County Sports Network. Final score, 51-7. Colts leading the way.
Sports fans, welcome to Cochise County Sports Network. Tonight's live broadcast brought to you in part by Lolly Automotive Group for all your new and used car needs. Jeff and Gina Lane of Edward Jones Investments, making sense of investing. Apex Network Physical Therapy, come heal with us. Cochise Lock and Safe for all your lock and safe needs. Check out the Leone team of Nova Home Loans, the highest rated lender in Cochise County. SSVEC, owned by those we serve. Lights Out Family Fun Center. Chiricahua Community Health Centers, health for all. And last but not least, EXP Realty, home of the flat rate contract.
Tonight, the boys varsity volleyball team taking on Nogales High School for senior night. Live and in full HD, only on Cochise County Sports Network.